Hey, premium escapers. Hey, coming at you here quickly this day and this time and this week because we have some unboxings here to do for you today. Um, Mr. Premium Escape here just got his big shipment in. Got a ton of new stuff here we're going to be looking at today. We'll try to get through this pretty quickly, not bog you down all day long.
I actually can't see now.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to show you this stuff. First thing we're going to kind of show you too real quick is if you purchased anything from the Bold Intentions, then you automatically got a dice set for free. And we kind of opened the dice already. Me and Mr. Premium Escape here has been looking at it. The six-sided dice, the skulls and the shields, pretty okay. Looks kind of neat. Looks good. The D20, as you can see, same color here. But for me and Mr. Premium Escape, we find
We can't see the numbers when we roll the dice.
the D20 is hard to read, so we have a problem with that. Once again, we're just getting too old for this game, maybe. I don't know. The six-sided battle dice here, it looks really cool. It's more set up for the color. Me and Mr. Premium Escape discussed. It's set up more for the color of Uthar than it is Revner, really, I
feel
think.
like it, yeah.
We feel like maybe what they should have done is here on the blank side of the dice, maybe they should have put a Revna symbol there for us, because most of the flag bearer dice back in the day, they had a symbol of their general on it. And, these are considered Revna dice. That's what they called them.
Now, the only reason I could think of they didn't put a Revenant symbol on it is because maybe they will come out with flag bearer in the future, but
Maybe.
But if they did come out with flag bearer in the future, they still could have used the dice.
Could have done something nice for us like that. And then also, we got the glyph pack. We opened it up. The most of the glyphs we find are either similar or have kind of the same running powers as the older glyphs do.
They're the same glyphs as the older stuff before Age of Annihilation,
Except for two.
It's like they said, okay, well, newer people
Probably don't have these
glyphs, so they went ahead and come out with a pack to give you the glyphs that were in the older stuff, because none of it is Age of Annihilation.
Right. And two totally brand new glyphs that I've noticed in here, and I might be missing one. If I am, leave in the comments below that, hey, Chris, you missed this or you messed this up. And one of those glyphs is Bolt of the Witherwood. Now there is a Kyrie that follows Olar that has this power.
Morsebane?
No, not Morsebane. This belongs to the Kyrie.
Which one's that one?
That's the Bolt of the Witherwood, where you get one shot and it destroys them.
Oh yeah.
So there's that one, and then there's also one the one you're talking about, Morsebane. It's the glyph of negation, and they give you this little marker here, to where if you get it and you roll the proper dice number, then you get to put this on the army card's special powers, and it negates all his powers, which makes this a really powerful glyph.
Yeah.
That is uber powerful in my book. But outside of that, all the other glyphs really hasn't changed much or nothing like that. Like I said, if you got the older stuff, you probably got a glyph very similar, if not exactly the same to those glyphs. So we're not going to go through all those because
they did update the artwork from
old.
No, not the old. They updated the artwork from Age of Annihilation. Age of Annihilation, all your glyphs is like this, like a black and white weird looking art on the Age of Annihilation glyphs, where these are more shiny and have more of a clean art look. I don't know how to explain it. I am not an artist.
Me and Mr. Premium Escape ain't used to glyphs because in the past we really never used glyphs.
Yeah, we did not play with glyphs.
So we're starting to integrate them into our games. If you watched our previous videos, you'd see we don't have glyphs on the boards. And just recently we just started putting glyphs on the boards. So it's something we're changing, but it is what it is. So we're going to try to incorporate it.
I mean, it does affect the game as far as playing with them. We're not super crazy about using glyphs because we just like to see the actual armies.
I'm excited about them a little bit. I thought it was really cool. I mean, you had it all mapped out in that one battle, and I got the +2 speed, and that allowed me to sneak up on you and start whacking you around. I like that. Now I know you don't.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but once you get a glyph that's going to help you, you're going to like it better eventually, maybe
like
someday.
A pit trap or something.
Well, I got on a pit trap. That was horrible. I got out of it pretty fast, but pit traps aren't fun.
But yeah, Chris, I think it's about time for you to do some unboxing.
Yes, we're gonna get some stuff that we haven't actually opened yet. First thing we're gonna go through here is lava train. Okay, this stuff can just burn you. You know, if you're playing a game one day and you're hungry, just pop open some eggs, put it on this board, and fry them while you're playing.
And yes, I am upset that we get a 24 hex in every terrain pack except for the bridge pack. I mean the road pack.
Well, it's not come out yet, so you can't talk about that even. I mean, you got a knife on you by chance?
Oh, yes.
So we weren't superly prepared for this, was we?
Nah.
But we're about to be.
We do our videos
and I was joking about cooking on these. You can't cook on them. It's a joke, so don't, try to cook your eggs and play the game at the same time because it's not going to work out very well. I thought Mr. Premiumscape had us pre-ready already. So he sort of kind of did. Good Lord.
Yeah, just use the back.
I'm just trying to open boxes, not stab my neighbor next door for crying out loud. Which I've never stabbed a neighbor next door. Or even in my house for that fact, so.
Have you stabbed anybody?
I don't think I have. Is there people I probably would have liked to?
We're on video.
I don't know. But I've never done nothing like that. I'm a pacifist, I guess. Yeah. I don't believe in violence unless you're doing it on the heroscape board. Then you may extract all the violence you want upon somebody there. Good Lord, I can't even open this thing. There we go. It's coming out now.
Might do an unboxing for you, we don't know yet.
It may take a while. So, this is the train. As you can see it here, we got some nice rocks, big trains, little trains, not the choo-choo trains. This is the kind you walk on. But these kind of rocks are kind of neat, I got to say.
Now, the outcrops on the mountains, y'all, I'll show you right here with mine.
Pretty good.
If you notice that the bottom is in 3 hexes. Well, it's a single hex 3 times. You put 3 single hexes together. It's not like the old mountains, like for Dungeons and Dragons or the Tundra set, where the mountains are all on one. If that makes any sense to anybody, what I just said.
Did we get a rule book in here too?
Yeah, there's
nice little background drop.
Your little pamphlets that they put with everything right there is under that backdrop.
Oh yeah, and there's the big 24 train.
Right there's your rule book.
Yeah. That is pretty awesome. Rules for basic game, rule for master game. Me and Mr. Premiumscape has realized people love using lava.
Yeah, we weren't so crazy about it, but it is very crazy that we have noticed that there are a lot of lava fans out
and
there.
Lava does a lot of damage to you, where snow doesn't. Snow is a one that we don't really see used that much, seems like.
When they do use it, they don't hardly use the rules for the 2 movement.
No, but lava's used like 24/7.
Yeah.
It's always burning, killing, cooking. Not cooking. I'm just joking again. Like I said, that's not true. You can't cook with lava.
But I think you get it was at 5, 7 hexes. 2 3 hexes, 2 single hexes, 2 double hexes, and 2 24 hexes.
Yep.
Yeah, 5 7s, yeah, and 2 of everything else you get.
And just like it says on the back of the box, this is an add-on content. Master set or battle box is required. Heroscape gameplay. So you can't just order this and just play Heroscape on your own. You got to get something else.
If you bought some lava guys with it, you could do it.
Well, you still wouldn't have no dice. I'm just saying. All right, now that's terrain. I didn't want to go through too much of the terrain. the training's not the funnest thing to look at. The funnest thing to look at is figures. Yeah. So we're going to look at these figures. This box, which is ninjas and crabs, I've got mixed feelings because one part of it I love and the other part of it I'm not so happy with. Okay, I'm not going to lie. And it's an easy fix. I'll kind of explain myself. The ninjas, I kind of love them. I love what they do. I love how they react with previous ninjas and everything.
Is that knife work good?
It is. That's a sword. It's not even a knife. It's a sword, for crying out loud. But with these guys, man, here we go. Let's see here. Opening my stuff up nice. Look here. We get some lava stuff to go with the crabs because I guess when they die, they get to put down either a lava space or...
Yeah, when they die, they get to put down one of your lava things here. Now, if they roll a 19 or 20, they get to put down a lava field. So 19 or 20 lava field, and everything else is just regular lava space. Molten. I don't even know how you read it.
Yeah, this one here is bent, Shane.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of the crab guys we got here are bent on the base, which I thought they were taking care of that issue.
Yeah, the bases are a little warped on the crabs.
So maybe not.
The bases are warped a little bit on the bottom of the crabs, so they're a little bit floppy, but since they're a crab and they're low to the ground, you can't really notice it that bad like you could with a taller figure.
Like a ninja that I like.
Yeah.
I like these ninjas.
No, I got lucky. None of my ninjas were being.
Well, so far, mine's good. But what I was going to say a little bit about these is I like the ninjas. I don't necessarily like their stance or whatever because they don't really look like what a ninja would be doing. Like if you go back and look at the ninjas of the Northern Wind, now them boys are ninjas. They mean business. These guys look like they might steal your trash and run off with it. I don't know. But it's still, I like their stats. I like what they do. I'm a fan of the ninja people. You will see me run ninja armies. Now that these guys interact with ninjas, I like that a lot.
And they got range.
They do have range, and they can knock you off of stuff, which is even better.
Or move you.
And the crabs. Now, see, I'm going to say this. You guys know, if you've watched any of our videos, especially unbox stuff, I'm not a fan of the Vord, if that's even how you say the name, because they were animal people. But you know what? I can respect the fact that they're animal people. So they kind of stand upright like people do. And I can almost say, okay, that's why they have weapons in their hands and stuff. And I can live with that. I can get okay with that. But these crabs are straight up crabs. And what I don't like about crabs is the fact that they have weapons in their hands. If they would have just left them crabs with claws.
I just noticed that's got a little bit of lava on the hammer. I like it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help me like it anymore.
I do like it.
But I wish they just didn't have weapons in their hands. I'd have been okay because other stuff in Heroscape's past and even present, these are like the first real animals that have weapons in their hands. You know, animals that resemble people and have weapons, I can live with. But when they're animals and they're supposed to be like the Spring Runner, Walk-and-Eye, those are animals that are just doing animal things to attack you. These are animals that somehow have gotten human weapons trying to attack you. It's like, oh yeah, I'm an animal, but wait a minute, let me pick up this weapon. It's like piranhas saying, oh wait a minute, let me pick up a gun so I can shoot you before I bite you.
Well, you know, I don't even really feel like these were designed to be these.
No, they were designed to aggravate the crap out of them.
Yeah, but I mean, they weren't designed to be these like major attackers anyway. So their claws would have been fine to attack with. Because the main thing is when they die, you know, they turn to lava. They're made of lava. So that
but one's got a hammer, one's got a sword, one's got a chain.
Yeah, the one with the chain don't look too bad, though.
They all look horrible.
It kind of looks like, you know, he just got a chain wrapped around his claw.
They all look horrible. I mean, I just don't like animals with unnecessary weapons in their hands, I guess.
That sword is, man.
Well, in your collection, it's not going to stay straight for long. If you don't believe me, go ask Marcus. He'll tell you. You'll do good to have a sword in your hand in the next couple of years. You're like that mean kid off the Toy Story that decimates all these toys. All right, let's see if I can slide this good stuff back in here. No, we didn't take the cards out and look at those too good. And yeah, I guess we're kind of, we're not being super thorough because we know you guys have seen other people do unboxings, okay? They got it before we did. Sir Heroscape, Derek's Hobbies, a couple of them other guys. They done them, so we're not going to try to bore you too much. We're just going to kind of give you our overview.
Renegade doesn't send none of this to us for us to do unboxings. We buy this ourselves.
Yeah, so this is our orders coming in.
We basically do these unboxings for y'all. I mean, it's not like anybody wanted us to do an unboxing, so we just do it so y'all can see it in case you haven't saw it.
Yeah, maybe it'll make you help make a choice on whether you want to buy it or not. You know what I'm saying? You never know. What?
So you will get a very truthful review out of us when we talk about them. Chris don't like the crabs.
Which I didn't like the Void, but the crabs helped me like the Void even more because, like I said, at least the Void are like humans. They're just animals like humans, but the crab are just crab. And
But now those two ninjas are really tough.
Yeah, I like those ninjas. They are nice.
And they synergize with other ninjas. Not synergy as in taking turns, but
they help move. They help
them.
position them, and positioning is big in the game nowadays. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I say it in a lot of my videos. I tell them, make sure you set those order markers right. You might win that fight. And that's because positioning your figures and when they get to go, that's huge, just as huge as the dice roll.
And even though this is the Acolytes and Grave Grim that he's opening up.
Yeah, this is some of Shane's favorite ones.
Up and show them out there in the box.
This is the one that don't have an arm. See?
Yeah, that guy's missing an arm. But now these are, in other games, they're considered as cultists.
We're heroscape.
Basically, this is a cultist.
They're acolytes.
It's a skeleton that is in forms of other species, or what do you call it?
Well, they're in dead form.
They're skeleton versions of previous.
Like some of them might be in Kyrie. Some of them, the dude here with multiple arms. This one guy here has multiple arms.
That's a Scourdire. That's one of them new Scourdires. The guy that's riding on the Dragoon. He has 4 arms.
Here's one of the new hounds. Grave Grim.
Yeah, that's Grave Grim. That reminds me, he's basically a hellhound.
He's going to be messing with people's 20 dice rolls, like, the Queen, Morrow.
But I know these guys, people look at their card and they're squishy. They're 2 and 2 on attack and defense.
But they're not meant to be attackers.
They're still I really like these guys. I like the way they look. I'll play with these. Guys.
Their main mission, guys, is to get next to your Revna pieces, because that's who they help out, Revna. And if you got one of these next to them when you do an attack, if one of your dice is a blank, you can re-roll it. And same thing on defense. If you roll defense, one of those dice is blank. These guys let you re-roll 1 dice. And it may not seem like a lot, but for anybody that's played with the dwarf Brooklyn,
Blockhead Brawler.
Yeah, he rolls 4 attack dice, and he has a chain axe where if he rolls a blank, he gets to re-roll 1 dice. And I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I see people re-roll that 1 dice.
Re-rolls are fun,
and it gives them a usually 4 skulls when they do it, because usually they roll 3 and a blank.
Yeah, re-rolls, I love using re-rolls. I think it's fun. You get to roll more dice, you roll more dice.
Yeah, rolling more dice is definitely fun.
So, I love re-rolls. Love attack. Any character that has a re-roll ability, I like it. So, you'll see me play with some acolytes.
Lots of them.
Even though they're squishy. That don't bother me.
Well, no, because they come back at the end at the beginning of each round. They come back. One comes back. So, kill them all day long, because they're going to keep popping back day in, day out. That's all I can say. Is they're going to be there. They're going to be there to the end of the fight, whether you like it or not. Most armies, the last figure you're going to be taking down is probably going to be an acolyte. What the?
And Grave Grim ain't too shabby himself. I think he has a 4 attack and a 4 defense, which is great stat line. And
you might have to reshuffle.
He can take 3 off of a D20 roll.
That was the hellhound fell out there.
he can take. Got that went all the way back here.
I am messing everything up. He's trying to run away.
this guy, he can take 3 off of a D20 roll, which is, God, that's rough right there, y'all, when you lose a 3 on a D20 roll. I mean, it sounds like it's not that much.
Especially when you're trying to infest something.
And not only does he do that, he works with undead, and he will help move your army also. Not take a turn, but help position. Maybe. I don't think he'll get this unboxing box back up.
Now you know why we're not going into so much details, because it's, there we go. So that wouldn't go down, but now we're good, see? Now we're getting ready to go into a very controversial figure from my understanding. And wouldn't you know it, it's good old Emperor Cain.
Emperor Cain. Well, before we even start there, Chris, show them how big that box is.
It's the same size of all the other boxes.
Yeah, it's the same size as the other boxes.
So I'm expecting something, but I just don't know what. You know, it's like, I heard he's a huge 10. That's a good size figure, you know. Huge 10 is big. So when I pull him out and I'm like,
look at how much plastic. Look at how much plastic.
Am I missing something in there?
Look at how much plastic is wrapped around this figure, y'all.
I grant you, he won't be warped whatsoever. There is no chance he's going to come out warped.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a huge 10. I mean, he's supposed to be a gigantic figure pretty much. And,
could we save some money on the boxing, you even think?
I mean, this is probably the smallest.
Huge 10.
But yeah, but the smallest figure they put in a box all by itself. I don't even know if that was truly warranted or needed. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this, y'all. This is Night Irene. Now, I can't see it on the table, I don't think. But this is Night Irene.
He's taller than Night Irene, just not a whole lot.
Night Irene is a large. She's not even a huge.
But I'm going to tell you what. I like the looks of this little guy. Huge 10. I'm calling him a little guy. What do you think about that? I like this little guy. I mean, he's in a walking-ized mechanic machine. He's got a Gatling gun on it. He's throwing some flames because he's charging into battle.
I like it too. I love the sculpt. I love everything about it. Even his abilities, I don't mind. I think his abilities are good. He's got a range and everything.
Yeah, he's only 130 points.
Yeah, he's not a bad figure.
Yeah,
but we do got to get these sizes a little bit
closer to what they're calling for. And you know, I've heard a lot of people say that this little machine here reminds them of Star Wars' AT-ATs and stuff like that. You know what, guys? This, to me, resembles nothing about Star Wars. But what this does reminds me is a lot of you older video game players might remember this, but if you think back, I think it's the Final Fantasy VII game.
Yeah.
They had mech warrior stuff for the characters would jump into and walk across land. This reminds me of that 110%. I mean, this would make me almost want to play a Fantasy 7, the Final 7 stuff on heroscape boards. It would be nice if they would make a little squad of maybe smaller machines. They can call them large 8s maybe or something.
Well, I think they've messed that all up.
But it would be nice to see him with a squad of those coming across the board at you. There's an idea, Renegade. I'm just saying that would make me love the Voids even better, because the one thing I like about the Voids right now is him and the ninjas. The blimp, no. The Void Gliders.
That blimp's horrible.
Yeah, and the Void Gliders, you know what? If they worked a little differently, they might be more interesting. But the fact it takes you 4 turns just to get them on the board.
If you could use Dex.
Yeah, you could have used Dex, but you can't. And even, what's his name? The other guy with the jetpack?
God.
Come on, we got to think of this. Okay, we're not going to think of him. Okay,
is it Ned Zazbit?
No, that's the air balloon.
Oh, that's the balloon.
Yeah. Commander something, I thought he was. But anyway, he can fly. Tuck Kerrigan, that's it. Yeah, you go. Tuck Kerrigan. He can actually fly because he does have a backpack. The Void Gliders, they just glide in and then they don't fly no more.
Yeah.
That is so funny because here you got guys with wings and they don't fly. They just run around with those wings on their back. And Tuck Kerrigan, he doesn't even look like he has anything, but if you expect the figure better, you'll look and he does have a jetpack. Zane corrected me on it one time because I asked, what's he doing flying? He didn't got no wings. And, Zane was like, he's got a backpack, jetpack. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, you got me, Zane. You got me.
I personally think that they would have been all right with this if they just would have made him tall. I mean, if he was up to maybe about right here.
And what you can do, if you're worried about packing them, instead of going straight up and down, do it diagonally. And he'll fit.
Yeah.
Even in this size box, he'd fit. So, yeah, I mean, just some ideas there. We're not smart people, but I like to think we're not total idiots either.
I just feel like you could have put him in a promo box.
Maybe. I mean,
so if he fits in a promo box, then he shouldn't be sold by himself in a giant box. And cost $35. But I mean, that's my opinion.
I'm just gonna say. Well, I mean,
and that was $35 when I paid for it.
Right, we got him cheap. We got him cheaper because we bought him before they threw the prices up. But other people that ordered him also, they paid that $5 more for him. And I wished he would have been a little bit taller, been a little bit more accurate to his size of saying. That would have made me feel better about spending that money on him. And I know people have to make profit. I get it. I know that. At the same time, we as consumers, we kind of like to save money.
But even more than just the money issue with it is the card issue with it. So when you're walking around with this guy, even when you're playing against him, unless you know his stats, are you really going to be thinking, man, that's a huge figure?
No, you're not.
You're not.
You might say, well, is he a large?
Yeah.
But he's actually huge. Good old Sir Derek, he gets that 2 extra attack against him. And
yeah, he'll get 2 extra attack against him.
Even though he doesn't look like it. And now for one of the last things here we'll be opening up. And I really like this one.
But another thing that bothers me is he steps on people. But he's not really...
Well, he does, but he don't. I mean, he can actually walk by people and do that damage. He doesn't necessarily have to, according to his rule, as long as he's adjacent as he goes by, he can do that 1 damage to them. So something like that, I mean, the old Morrow dude, he was a stomper, and they call his power stomp, but it's really not. It's kind of like I walked by and I kicked you. Yeah, I mean, he was a stomper. Remember we used him and I took over his mind that one time? Yeah, that was a fun game. We'll talk about that again some other day.
They can watch it. It's on there.
It is. No, we didn't film that game, remember?
We didn't film
No, we didn't film that game. No, we didn't get to film that game.
Oh, well, they ain't missing.
They'll hear about it again and again. I will always bring it up.
It was a total annihilation of Chris's army, and then he rolled 1 lucky D20 and changed the whole game.
Like I said, see, that's the Hound. The Hound could have changed. Imagine if you'd have had the Hound on your team that day.
You would have lost.
I would have never got that.
There ain't no way of getting it if you got that.
I heard that.
I mean, he completely obliterates that power.
Yeah, he does.
You can't roll a 20. There's no way possible.
Now, this last guy, he is from the Isonet group.
I would say this is probably fan favorite right here. And
this is probably
has the right to be.
This is probably the best out of this set, out of the Boiling Tension. Yeah. This is by far the best sculpt, the best powers, the best everything. Mm-hmm. I mean, he is pretty awesome. He don't. A lot of people skeptic that his arms were guns, but that's not true. He actually is holding his guns. He's got some. And his arms, it looks like he's been lifting some weight. I mean, he's got powerful,
The guns even look like they got the big handles on them.
Yeah, I mean he's good. And his stats here, he's pretty pricey at 185, but my goodness, he's got 7 life. He has 4 defense. He has a 5 attack. He synergizes with the Isonek army to a T. You can vial inject him, which pushes his movement up to a 7 and his attack up to up to a 7, and then he has that special ability where if you got an X order marker on him, you flip that X, he gets to take an extra turn. That's massive.
Another thing that's massive is the fact that he does have a range and a melee ability.
Yeah, I mean his normal range is 1, but he has a special ability which gives him a range of 4 with 2 attacks.
Well, with a double attack, a range of 4 with a double attack.
Yeah, that's that'll help him keep him from being swarmed when you're fighting against big swarmy armies. They try to surround you and start doing multiple attacks. Well, he can just go down the line and start firing away at people.
And the only thing I don't like is the fact that with the whole Isanek army, if you put them all together, it's going to come over 500 points with this guy. So you're going to have to take something out.
Yeah, it would have been nice if all this could fit in. But you know what? They may come out with future squads. Who knows? Whatever that fits perfectly with these things.
Hopefully this dude helps them out. I won't know until we get to play with them.
Right.
But hopefully this dude does help, because the Isanek seem like they're struggling a little bit.
They do struggle a little bit. Like I said, and when I say squads, obviously common squads help everything. But the one big dude in the Isanek army that puppeteers everything, he only puppeteers unique stuff. He won't be helping puppeteer common squads. Now, we do have the roller boys. They're a squad, so he can do that. But, it is going to be tough. The Isanek army is good. I like them. They're handcuffed a little bit. They are hindered themselves a little bit.
See, I like the whole thought process behind them. I like this alien robot mixture type thing.
Kind of like a Soulborg almost, but they're not. I get it. Yeah. And they are good. I like them too. This was one of the better things that I think that the original Hasbro people started up, and I'm hoping that Renegade runs with it. You know what I'm saying? Because they got a lot of good stuff here they can do with it. I know they got a lot of good support people out there that can give them better ideas and great ideas. I'm sure they've been flooded with so many ideas that it's running out their earlobes now. So, but I like the fact also what they've done with some of these big guys is like this guy and Major Q11 is they had given them other attacks to where if they're out there on their own, they can help themselves deal with squads, bunches of them. But I like him the best. I think everybody else probably does too.
As far as looks wise, this is probably one of the best looking figures I've seen in a while. I said that with Q11. I really like the way Q11
He's a beast too. I mean, he's awesome.
Now, this dude, man, he
definitely looks like a centipede.
And he reminds me of Rambo with he reminds me of Rambo sitting there, holding him machine gun, but he's not a human,
and now with him, guys, now we can take the big snake monster from the Morrow and the Fin Hydra and him, and now you can actually have a good snake army. Like how we did our other video where you don't take snakes. These guys actually make a pretty good snake army. So we can do that with these guys now. And I think he's the best out of all of them. And I like the ninjas.
Somebody's gonna be like, Chris, he's not a snake.
No, he's not a snake. He's a centipede.
I know.
But he looks like him. Yeah, he kind of fits that. He kind of fits that thing there, guys. So with all this stuff we just looked at real quick, and I know we kind of rushed it by real fast.
That's basically the Bullying Tensions way.
And the blimp was part of that. It was the first part, and they sent it out real early. And we went over the blimp. We got another video out there about the blimp. Out of all the stuff in the Bullying Tensions, I mean, honestly, my two favorite things out of it, and it's going to be different from Mr. Premium's case. My two favorite things is the ninjas. That's my favorite squad that we got. And then my ultimately favorite piece is the big giant centipede, and I can't think his name right off the bat for some odd reason. My mind's blank today, guys. It's all
Scabbard.
The Scabbard, Lord of Ruin. There we go. So those are my favorite squad and my favorite piece. What about you, Mr. Premium? What?
My favorite piece would be Scabbard.
Scabbard.
My favorite squad, just because it's my kind of game style, and I know it's different than yours, is probably the Acolytes, where you're going to go with the ninjas. Yeah,
I'll go with the ninjas all day long. So,
the ninjas are tougher, actuality, but...
So we agree upon, the single piece being the Scavenger. He's the beast of beast in this set. The Bullying Tensions. And we differ on the... squads, which we should. If we agree upon everything, you guys wouldn't like watching this stuff.
Well, plus if we agreed on everything, then you got everybody in the world only wanting one pack of something.
Right. Which the Lord of Scabbards you don't have to buy once.
Well,
the ninjas and the acolytes we had to go multiple.
This is the first introduction to commons. We didn't mention that.
That is true.
We did not mention that. By the way, the crabs with the ninjas, those are commons. That's all commons. That means
you can have as many as you want.
And the acolytes with the grave grim is also commons, and that is the first introduction to commons in Age of Annihilation that we've had.
And if there's people who are in love with the crabs but don't like ninjas, hit me up. Maybe we can go in together and go in the house. You can get the crabs, I'll take the ninjas, okay? Just, maybe let me know something.
And Grave Grim's an uncommon, or no, not an uncommon. He's a common hero.
Yeah, so you can have as multiple of him
That means you can have multiples of him, but you only have to have one card. And if he's uncommon, you have to have a
card for
separate
each
card.
figure.
Yeah. I prefer the common myself.
Yeah.
I don't
having that one card is kind of nice.
Having a bunch of cards, and plus I like.
And we can thank the old Heroscape Dungeons and Dragons for messing with us on that, because they introduced that like that.
Yeah.
And when we do these unboxings, we kind of just show you what we got. We just tell you how the figures look and stuff. We don't go into deep dive on those because that's what we do on Let's Talk About It. Yeah. We go into deeper dives. We talk about, and these ones right now are going to be further down the road because we still got a lot more to go through.
Yeah,
but we'll get to them.
On our unboxings, we'll talk a little bit about their stats as far as communicating back and forth on a story or something. But as far as their stat lines, we'll go in more detail on Let's Talk About It with all of that. And
the unboxings are just to let you know what we got coming at you.
And plus, on an unboxing, you can't really go. You can't give them a truthful.
Right. You can talk about stats.
Yeah, because you
ain't played it.
Yeah.
So we don't. I know a lot of people do proxy battles and stuff like that, or they battle online. Me and Mr. Premiumscape, once again, we're old fogies here. We don't play with them until we get the figures in our hands, and then we start going to town with them and using them. So
and we are probably going to do a couple battle videos.
Yeah, with these new guys, which we told you, and we are going to get to that. We're going to do new
versus old, but let us play with a little bit.
We are going to do Age of Annihilation versus the Rise of the Valkyrie. So those are coming, and you'll be seeing the older sets versus the newer sets, not the people back in time versus the people in the future. Don't want you to get mixed up on that. But we are going to do those. It's just so happened we came up with that idea and we told you about it, and right at the time this new Bold Intention stuff was coming out.
We jump gun a little bit sometimes.
But you can always count on usually probably about 3 different kinds of videos from us. We're going to do battle videos. That's going to be our biggest thing. We're always going to have battle videos. We did institute some Let's Talk About It because we came up with an idea of doing it, and we ain't always going to agree on all the pieces, and that's great. But we want you to be informed on these pieces the best we can. So we're going to tell you about them, let you know what we can about them, and then we're going to do unboxing videos like we just did right now. The unboxings won't be as many because that's only when new stuff comes out. Yeah. So, the next time is probably going to be somewhere in October before we do another unboxing video.
Unless we get it in September. But yeah, I mean,
unless somebody, Renegade, not going to mention their names, wants to send us stuff early so we can preview it for you. We'd be more happy to preview stuff and give you the best we can about it. So, with all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, we kind of rushed it because we know other people's already done unboxings. So we knew you've done watching. Didn't want to bore you too long. We're just going to kind of yank it out and show you, hey, this is what we got and this is what we're happy about. But I think that's all. That's all I have to input on this today. You got anything else, Mr. Premium?
That's about it. Like I always say, like and subscribe to the channel. It helps us out a lot.
And I'm going to tell you, if you put your order markers up right, you might win that fight.
That's right. Peace out. I gotta go turn my camera on.